Hello, Rise Builders. So last week I met with a young lady that I consider to be one of my mentors. And she is just winning in this life called YouTube. She is winning. Yes, she's monetized. She's been on YouTube for a while now. And not just winning in YouTube, she is winning in her other business ventures, her family life. God has been good to her. He has really been good to her, but she's a beautiful soul. She really is. But she had given me some homework to do, and I met with her on Tuesday. And so Saturday morning, I was up early and I was like, okay, let me work on my homework. But I could not find it. And that is so unlike me because I'm pretty much organized. And I kept looking, couldn't find it. So this went on for probably about 20 minutes. So I finally got to the notes I had captured when I met with her. And I started doing some of the follow-up work. I watched a couple of videos on that same subject, just trying to familiarize myself with what we had talked about. And then I started thinking, Lord, what am I doing with this business? This business I have, trying to, get my children books lined up. And I just kind of was feeling a little perplexed at the time. So I opened up my Bible because that's what I do when I started feeling kind of antsy and giddy and stuff. I'll open up my Bible, and it opened up to Ecclesiastes 5 verse 18 through 20, and this is how it reads. It just highlights the joy that that God gives us a gift for being content, and that that blessings are a gift from God that we are to enjoy. I thought I had the verse actually written down, but I don't. But the writer often attributed to Solomon reminds us that God grants us the ability to enjoy what we have, preventing sorrow from overtaking our days. And I guess what I'm trying to say is that sometimes we can be zoned in and focused on something so much that it can take away the joy of life from us if we allow it to. We can start letting the pressure of life overtake us, that we can't even enjoy what God has given to us. Sometimes we can't even enjoy our families. We can't enjoy the children God has given us. We can't even enjoy the spouse God has given us, the home, the ability to have good health. We can't enjoy it because we are letting things or circumstances overtake us, and that shouldn't be. We need to learn how to pause and take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. So I just want to talk a little bit about that. Some of the talking points I want to kick off with is the gift of contentment. The gift of contentment. True joy does not come from accumulating wealth, but from appreciating what God provides. We got to learn how to enjoy what we have. Look around. What do you have? What can you enjoy that He's already given you? We're always trying to add more and more and more. And there is nothing wrong with growing. There is nothing wrong with developing our skills. There is nothing wrong with wanting to advance. But are you grateful for what you have? Y'all, we got to stop and just really learn how to sit in what we have. We got to learn how to sit in what we have and not be so triggered by what media is saying we should have, but just enjoy what we have. Work as a blessing. Labor is not just a duty. It is an opportunity to experience the purpose and satisfaction. You hear people, and I hear people all the time complain about, their jobs. They hate their jobs. I get it. Work can be very challenging. Well, another thing I would like to say is if you don't like the job you have, get a new job. Work on a skill set that you can move out of that and you can be in something that you're passionate about. that you like, that you enjoy. Life is choice driven. And before you guys come at me saying, oh, it's just not that easy for me, it's not that easy for all of us. We all have to put in effort for what we want. I'm going to leave that alone. Okay, the role of God in our enjoyment. Without God, even abundance can feel empty. But with Him, every moment is meaningful. We can see that all the time in the news. You have people that are billionaires and they are not happy. They are so miserable. And what's the old saying? Misery loves company. Misery loves company. I don't care how much wealth you accumulate. If you don't have God in your heart, you're not going to be happy. You're just not. Because you're going to always be searching for more, searching for more. You're just never going to get to that point of contentment that, you know what, I'm good. If God doesn't do anything else for me, I am good. But you can only get there with maturity and with growth. Because like I said, the world is constantly in our ear telling us more, 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 more. When will it end? When will it end? You're like, when I get to $1 trillion, I'm going to move on. So here's some action steps. Practice gratitude. Daily reflect on what you have rather than focusing on what you like. Trust me, somebody want to be in your spot. Yeah, somebody wants your job. Somebody would love to be in your home. Somebody would love to be with your spouse. Someone would love to have those kids. Yeah. Find purpose in work. Seek out ways to honor God through your job or responsibilities. Do your work as unto God, not unto man. Because if you do it unto man, you're gonna get frustrated. Because people will frustrate you. That's what they do. Some people will frustrate you. Some people are assigned directly to you and they will frustrate you. Enjoy life with God's perspective. Set aside to rest and meaningful experiences, trusting God's provision. Y'all, you got to learn how to rest. You got to learn how to chill. All that go, 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 it's not good for your emotions. It's not good for your body. You got to learn how to set aside some time and just be at rest. Be at rest. So I got a question for you. In what areas of your life do you struggle with contentment? Where are you feeling like you're just not content? And how can you get past that? How can you invite God into your daily work and enjoyment? What can you do in those areas? How can you invite God in? Sometimes I can be sitting at my desk and working on a task and I might get frustrated. And I'll be like, God, I need you to help me. And I'll just walk away. I'll walk away for 10, 15, 20 minutes. And I'll put on my tennis shoes and I'll go for a walk. Because it's too overwhelming at times. And I can't operate in my strength. I need His strength. Even in my daily life activities with my family, or just being one-on-one with my husband, sometimes I ask God, how can I make this better between us? What can I do to, improve our relationship? How can I communicate more effectively? How can I show more patience? How can I show myself to be more loving? Because sometimes I can be a whole vibe, Yeah, so I have to check myself, consistently. And it's okay. Sometimes we need to talk to ourselves. We have not met the mark. We're not at the mark yet. And sometimes we think we are. We think we're doing all the perfect things. We're saying all the perfect things. We're doing all the perfect things. And we're not. We are flawed individuals trying to get to that level of perfection, which we will never be perfect. So we're just trying to live our lives the way that God would see fit for us to live them. So I don't want us to think that we need to be we'll never be perfect. We will never be perfect, but we can do better than we did the day before. We can do better than we did the day before. I'm trying to think of this. I have this little quote under my signature at work, and I believe it says the only person you need to be in competition with is the the person you was the day before. Something like that. But yeah. I used to have another one that says, if it costs you your peace, it's too expensive. People used to love, oh my God, people, I used to get so many comments about, I love that, D, I love that. But yeah, so life is to be enjoyed, and we got to figure out how to make sure that we are enjoying every day of our lives and incorporating God in that. Okay, guys, until next time, continue to grow and glow in the Lord. Take care.